and the wind will blow them all over the place. But good deeds and righteous conduct will remain forever. The fruit remains forever. They are khayrun inda rabbika thawaban wa khayrun amala. There is far greater merit in the sight of your Lord that you should pay greater attention to good deeds. And if you do that, it provides you with a far better source of hope for reward in the next life. وَيَوْمَ نُصَيِّرُ الْجِبَالِ. Now comes that part of the surah which terrifies us, causes our hearts to shiver and shake. وَيَوْمَ نُصَيِّرُ الْجِبَالِ. You must bear in mind that day which will come, in which we'll cause the mountains to disappear. وَتَرَى الْأَرْضَ بَارِزَةً. And you will see the earth void and bare like a dust bowl. وَحَشَرْنَاهُمْ. And we will then gather all of mankind. Come out of your graves. فَلَمْ نُغَادِرْ مِنْهُمْ أَحَدًا. And we will not leave out even a single one. All will be gathered. وَعُرِضُوا عَلَى رَبِّكَ صَفًّا. And we'll all be lined up before Allah, in lines, in rows. لَقَدْ جِئْتُمُونَا كَمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ أَوَّلَ مَرَّةٍ. Now Allah speaks, first person. First person. The grammar here is important. The literary form is important. Allah now speaks and He says, you have all now come before me in the same way in which I created you in the first place. Lonely, one by one. And in the hadith, when we are resurrected, we'll not have any clothes on. We'll all be naked. We were born naked. We were born naked. And we'll be resurrected naked. And the first one to be provided with clothing is who? Huh? Correct, MashaAllah. Our father Ibrahim alayhi salam is the first one to be given clothing. لَقَدْ جِئْتُمُونَا كَمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ أَوَّلَ مَرَّةٍ. You have certainly now all come before me, Allah is speaking first person, in the manner in which I created you in the first place. بَلْ زَعَمْتُمْ أَلَّنْ نَجْعَلَ لَكُمْ مَوْعِدًا. You have come like this to me, even though you are one to assert, you used to think, you used to believe that you would never, that we would never appoint for you this meeting with us on this day. You never thought that this would ever take place. And now here you are before me, naked, as the day you were born. وَوُدِيَ الْكِتَابِ. And then the book would be presented. It would be laid open. فَتَرَى الْمُجْرِمِينَ مُشْفِقِينَ مِمَّا فِيهِ. And when the book of deeds is laid open before us, then you would see those who are guilty of zulm, those who are guilty of sin, the sinful people, the mujrimeen, jurm, sin. You will see them, their faces filled with dread, with fear, because of what they see in the book. وَيَقُولُونَ يَا وَيْلَتَنَا. And then you'll hear them saying, woe unto us. مَا لِهَذَا الْكِتَابِ. What kind of book is this? What kind of book is this? لا يغادر صغيرة ولا كبيرة إلا أحصاها. It ain't leave out nothing. It ain't leave out nothing. Everything here, big and small, everything in this book. What kind of book is this? وَوَجَدُوا مَا عَمِلُوا حَاضِرًا وَلَا يَظْلِمُ رَبُّكَ أَحَدًا. What a book is this? It ain't leave out nothing. Small and big, everything is it. Everything is taken into account. For they will find in this book all that they have ever done now facing them. And they will know that when the Lord now judges, He will not do wrong to anyone. Justice will be done in that judgment. Let us stop there. Today we have completed up to verse 49. And when we come back next week, we'll start with verse number 50. I think you will agree with me that this is truly a surah of the Quran that shakes us up, wakes us up from our sleep. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. We have a few minutes for questions. You've been so frightened by the surah? No questions? Okay. Number one, prepare for a test, a written test, which will test your knowledge of the information delivered in the class, the information, the facts of Sura El Kehf. We can, if you would like, have that test somewhere around the end of July. If you want more time, I can give you more time. The recordings of the lectures will be very helpful for you. But this is a test which is testing your knowledge of information and facts, not analysis. In addition to that, you have one more thing to do. And that is that I would like you to take your time. There's no hurry. If this is the first time in your life you're doing it, say praise be to Allah. Take your time. You're going to enjoy it. You will enjoy every moment that you spend on this task. Believe you me. That is that you're going to write for me an essay on the subject of Sura El Kehf in the modern age, in which you will attempt to demonstrate how does Sura El Kehf explain the modern world. There is no limit on time and there is no limit on length. I learned this lesson from Maulana Ansari. When we had our final exams, Maulana Wafi and I were in the same class, final exams, and Maulana Ansari decided he was going to set the papers himself, not the teachers. And he decided he would correct the papers himself, not the teachers. So he set the papers for the test on comparative religion. There were 8 questions and we had to answer 5 of the 8. And he gave us 3 hours. In 3 hours I finished 3 questions. I took a calculated risk. I know the Maulana wants to know how much we know. So when the 3 hours up, I sent a message, I ain't finished yet. So he sent a message, tell Imran, take as much time as you want. So I took 5 hours to answer 5 questions. So I realized from the Maulana, time is not what is essential here. Take as much time as you want and write that essay for me. I can't travel anyway. I'm here. So no matter how much time you take, inshallah, but try to do it within 1 year. Inshallah, these are the 2 things I want of you. If you don't want to take the test, you don't have to take the test, it's not compulsory. But try to do the test if you feel you can do it. We'll give you a date for the test. Would the end of July be alright? Or you want more time? Let me see a show of hands, all those who would take the test. At least one person should put up their hand. Oh, that's good. Alright, that's good. Alright. Would the end of July be alright? No. How much time you want? 6 weeks? End of August? End of August. Okay. I would like to teach 2 other classes. One is, as suggested by Sister Mehroon, a class on Maulana Ansari's book, The Quranic Foundations and Structure of Muslim Society, but that is heavy. That's real heavy stuff. It's not an easy book to teach. The other one that I would feel more comfortable with is a class in which we give a summary of the whole Quran, surah by surah. We're not going through the Quran ayah by ayah like we're doing here now. No. We take a surah and we try to summarize the surah. And we go through from beginning to the end. You don't have to have the same teacher, you see. For every surah, we could have different teachers coming and giving a summary of a surah. So I have to make a choice between these 2, either Quranic Foundations, which is a very heavy subject, or a summary of the whole Quran. I'm thinking about it. Inshallah we'll decide. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.